In a quiet neighborhood, there lived a small, gray cat named Smokey. He was an orphan, abandoned by his family when he was just a kitten, and left to fend for himself in the vast world. Smokey found solace in a local park, nestled among the trees and the rustling leaves, but despite the beauty around him, he carried a deep sadness in his heart. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, as Smokey roamed the park in search of food and companionship. He watched families playing, children laughing, and couples strolling hand in hand. He longed for a sense of belonging, for someone to care for him, to call him their own. But every time he mustered the courage to approach someone, fear took over, and he would slink away into the shadows. One serene morning, as the sun painted the sky in hues of gold and pink, Smokey's melancholic eyes met those of an old man who was sitting under a tree, lost in deep meditation. Intrigued by the aura of peace that surrounded the man, Smokey cautiously approached him. The old man opened his eyes, and a warm smile spread across his face as he saw the curious cat. "Well, hello there, little one," he said gently. "Are you in search of something?" Smokey blinked, surprised by the man's ability to communicate with him without words. The man's voice seemed to resonate within his heart. With a timid nod, Smokey let out a soft meow, expressing his loneliness and sadness. The old man extended his hand, inviting Smokey to come closer. "I can teach you something that might help ease your pain," he said. He then demonstrated a simple chant, his voice filled with tranquility. Smokey watched, fascinated, as the man chanted the words repeatedly.
Nam-myoho Renge-kyo.
As the vibrations of the chant filled the air, Smokey felt a strange sensation deep within him. It was as if the words were touching his soul, soothing his wounds. The old man then invited Smokey to join in. The little gray cat hesitated for a moment before he took a deep breath and tried to mimic the sounds.
Nam-myoho Renge-kyo.
Smokey chanted, the syllables feeling foreign on his tongue yet oddly comforting. The old man smiled, his eyes filled with kindness. "You've just taken your first step on the path of Nichiren Buddhism, my friend. Remember, whenever you feel lost or sad, chant these words. They have the power to transform your life." Days turned into weeks, and Smokey practiced the chant diligently, slowly finding a sense of peace he had never experienced before. With each chant, his sadness seemed to lift, replaced by a growing sense of contentment. He began to notice the beauty in the world around him, the gentle sway of the grass, the rustling of leaves, and the joyous laughter of children playing. Word spread through the park about the transformation of the once sad Smokey. Other cats, curious about his newfound happiness, gathered around him one evening as the sun set in a blaze of orange and purple. Smokey shared his story and taught them the chant he had learned. With hesitant voices, the cats joined in, the park echoing with the melodious sound of their chants. As they chanted together, a powerful sense of unity and connection enveloped them. In the following weeks, the cats continued to gather under the old tree, chanting and sharing their experiences. Smokey had become their beacon of hope, their guide to a happier life. They began to approach humans, their fears gradually fading away, replaced by a newfound courage and a sense of purpose. The neighborhood started to notice the change in the cat's behavior. People smiled as they saw the once shy felines now approaching them with curiosity and playfulness. The park, once just a place of beauty, had transformed into a space of healing and transformation. One day, as Smokey sat beneath the old tree, the old man approached him. "You've done something truly remarkable, my friend," he said, his eyes twinkling. "You've not only found your own happiness but also shared it with others. Your journey embodies the essence of Nichiren Buddhism, the belief that each individual has the power to transform their own life and bring happiness to others." He looked around at the other cats, now mingling with humans and enjoying the simple joys of life. His heart swelled with a sense of fulfillment he had never known before. He realized that despite his past sorrows, he had found his purpose, to bring happiness and healing to those around him. And so, the once sad orphan cat named Smokey continued to live in the neighborhood park, not as a symbol of sadness, but as a testament to the transformative power of faith, unity, and the pursuit of happiness.